Hello, everyone. All right, all right. My name is Lindsey Wilson, chairperson for the Matt Jones Technology Fund and proud member of the steering committee for the People's Music Network. I'm also a fellow singer and songwriter and creative, just like you. And it's wonderful to see everyone here tonight as we celebrate the recipients who have received grants from the Matt Jones Technology Fund. Matt Jones Technology Fund supports the participation of BIPOC artists, Black, Indigenous, and people of color in PMN. We do this by offering mini grants for audio equipment such as microphones, mic stands, audio interface, Ethernet cables, all this good stuff, and other tools used to perform online events and to record at home. Right now, we are super excited to share some good news with you that just through the pre-registration alone, we have raised $414. That's a big deal, folks. That's a big deal. Give it up for yourselves. For those folks who didn't donate already, we're providing a donation page in the chat that is linked to our PayPal page. So check that out while you have the moment. And let's just talk a little bit about who is Matt Jones. I don't know. Is Shelly Jones here? Is she in the house, Ben? I wasn't sure, but let's talk a little bit about Matt Jones. Matt Jones was a beloved member of PMN as well as a member of SNCC, Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, during the Civil Rights Movement in the 1960s. Now, this kind of warms my heart. While in college, Tennessee University, he wrote his first freedom song, which introduced him to the call as a storyteller, sharing his beautiful, beautiful voice with the community. Tonight, we are happy to have his wife, Shelly Jones, with us to share a little bit about her husband and what he would have to say about the Matt Jones Technology Fund. Thank you so much for joining us, Shelly. Are you there?
I am not. So this is Ben. I'm checking which would be Shelly if I'm not sure if she is here.
Well, we can definitely move on, and when she comes in, we'll clearly welcome her in.
I'll send her an email. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you know when she's here.
All right. Sounds good to me, Ben. Thank you. Well, let me take this opportunity now to introduce you to, I'm really excited, introduce you to an educator, an activist, and a singer-songwriter who fights for our rights every day. Everyone in this room has been employed, at least I hope so. And as a laborer, we have rights. This sister is a labor educator by trade for 35 years, so she knows about your rights as an employee better than most, and she teaches us about those rights. She is also a playwright, director, producer, the founder of the DC Labor Chorus, which is well renowned, and is currently working on her autobiographical one-woman show entitled Queen of the Night. And she has been gracious enough to join us as our MC, our queen for the night. Wave your hands in the air and show some love to our sister of labor and song, Elise Bryant.
Oh, thank you, Lindsay. That was beautiful. Thank you, my sister. Always an honor and a pleasure to be in the same room, even if we're only virtually in the same room with you and the power of your voice. So, greetings, sisters, brothers, siblings, comrades, family. On behalf of all of us here who are honoring the Matt Jones Scholarship Program, I say to each and every one of you, Akabo alafia, ashe, ashe. Ekabo alafia, ashe, ashe. Ekabo alafia, ashe, ashe. Ekabo alafia, ashe, ashe. Now, y'all know I sing with a chorus, right? So I don't expect to be singing here solo by myself. I know we're on Zoom, so you have to stay on mute. But the words are Ekabo, Alafia, Ashe, Ashe. Peace and welcome. Ashe is the power of us together, not the power of us against each other, but the power of us multiplied by 1,000. Ekabo, Alafia. Ekabo, Alafia, Ashe, Ashe. Ekabo, Alafia, Ashe, Ashe. Ekabo, Alafia, Ashe, Ashe. Ekabo, Alafia, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. To the ancestors, to the ones who kissed the ground and willed us to be here, who dreamed of this time, to the spirit of Matt Jones, who's with us now and always. So I'm so honored to be here, and I want to say to each and every one of you, especially to our performers, we're going to do a little something special tonight that I think was introduced by Dilson, who you're going to hear from later. But this idea that we're going to encourage each other as performers for our audience out there. And one of the reasons we're here tonight, in addition to raising the money for the Matt Jones Technology Fund, is to build community among the performing artists here. Many of us are working together tonight for the first time. So I'm going to ask each performer, before you begin your song or your piece, I want you to extend a word of love and encouragement to the previous artists. And that word should be something that's positive, focused on your experience of their piece, what you heard them do, and brief, right? We don't want to go on because, we got a lot of a show ahead of us. We want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to be heard and celebrated. So tell us what is real and how you feel and what you heard in that song or poem. And you can use the chat box to give written encouragement to each other throughout the show. This goes for both performers and audience. So if you feel moved by something shared tonight, we encourage you to write a brief comment in the chat box saying so. Say the name of the artist so we know who you're talking about, and say something about their piece that is specific, positive, and heartfelt. And of course, their names will be on the bottom of the screen, so you'll be able to identify and also get a program. So keep in mind, there are separate chat logs for Zoom, as well as those of you who are on Facebook and those of you on YouTube live stream. So you can, on YouTube, you can also enter the chat and leave your comments, a word, a positive that you want to share with the performers. I also want to remind our solo performers that you get 6 minutes max to present your piece. So with that, I'm going to start the program by introducing a fabulous sweet tenor, Gary Allard. Gary is a member of a group called The Fours, a dynamic vocal folk quartet singing wonderfully catchy original tunes that provide hints of calypso and gospel. And you can't help but tap your feet and sing along. Gary is also a member of the People's Music Network, of course, steering committee, and he is co-chair of the PMN membership committee. Sisters, brothers, siblings, comrades, family, please welcome Gary Allard. Gary, you ready? I see you. All right, we're going to hook it up here. We're going to get that microphone going and take it off mute. And there you are.
Yes, I finally got off mute. How are you? So good to see you. And, we love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That
brother.
wonderful, wonderful intro. Man, and you look amazing. I love the color.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sister. Well, tonight, everyone, thank you, everyone, for coming out here tonight and supporting the Matt Jones Technology Fund and the scholarships. The scholarships help so much people. And, even for myself, my past birthday was in September, and I was thinking, where should I donate some money? And Matt Jones Fund, Technology Fund was number one on my list, because they do so much good in the community, and artists do so much good in the community, and because we love the work that everyone does. So as Ali said, I wear many hats. I'm a solo artist, a member of the Fours and choir members, and just recently, one of the songs I want to do is called LL, or another word for it called Miss Lady Liberty. And the reason I chose this song is because just recently I was reading an article about Africa and this country, which is blanking in my mind right now. And they were talking about artists and singer-songwriters in this particular part of Africa and how they were being banned and how they were being, some was being jailed just because of the music that they wrote, or talking about real uh, struggles that they're going through in their community. And I wanted to take my hand of writing or trying to write a song that was double meaning. So the name of my short song is called Miss Lady Liberty, slash love song slash critique. And thank you all for being here. Don't try to tell me what to do. Don't tell me, baby, I love you. Don't tell me that I'm so much fun. And go and kiss some other one. Just go. Don't tell me you apologize. Don't feed me with those lies. Don't tell me drama's in my life. 'Cause you know you want that other guy. Just go. Leave me alone. Just go. Leave me alone. I just don't think we're gonna make it. I was just so blind by love to see. Those silly games was just the last straw. Just stop running back to me. Don't tell me we can make it through. How is you for me and me for you? Don't try to talk me with your crew. 'Cause you think you're playing with a fool. Just go. Leave me alone. Just go. Leave me alone. I just don't think we're gonna make it. I was just so blind by love to see. Those silly games was just the last straw. Just stop running back to me. Don't tell me we must compromise. I could feel the hatred in your eyes. Don't send me news you think I like. 'Cause I can't take back those vicious lies. Just go. Leave me alone. Just go. Leave us alone. Just go. Just go. Thank you all, and thank you. Please support the Matt Jones Technology Fund.
Yes. Thank you. Don't go. Don't go. Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't.
Thank you.
Don't go. Gary. I mean, I have the honor of, because you started off first, I have the honor of kind of giving the feedback on your songs. Well, I'm a big fan. And
thank you.
The song is a beautiful, soulful song. You have a way with lyrics, and your voice, that beautiful tenor, absolutely gorgeous. It's rich, and it's very reminiscent of music that tells a story. And you just want to listen to it and tap your feet, and definitely always want to sing along. This is not the first time I've heard you. Obviously, it will not be the last. A wonderful songwriter and a wonderful vocal range. I love listening to you. It was great.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm always a fan of you also. I'm a fan of each and every one of you. And, it's always a pleasure to actually be here and sing for everyone. Man, thank you again.
Oh, you're welcome.
Hey, thank you,
Love you
Gary. All right. Thank you, Lindsay. Up next is, sister of the spoken word diva, Jen Dog Lone Wolf. Is a two-spirit Black native photographer and multidisciplinary artist and touring hip-hop MC from Bushwick, Brooklyn. She's a member of the PMN, that's People's Music Network, Steering Committee, and a member of the Matt Jones Technology Fund, and a member of the Great Labor Arts Exchange Next Generation Committee. And hey, sis, before you start, tell us what you heard and how you felt listening to your brother Gary Allard. Jen Dog.
I love listening. First of all, greetings, Queen Elise, and greetings to everyone out there. And Gary, I love listening to your voice, and you're so humble about it, and I can't wait to hear you in person. And maybe we can collab on something, that would be awesome too. I would really be into that. So thank you, and I love that song. So thank you. And thank y'all for being out there. And hold on, let me fix my wings.
Oh my God, you got wings!
I don't want to wait for flowers or wings. I'm gonna just get them now, So yeah, I have I'm grateful to all y'all out there. I personally have benefited from, the funds that have come from the great Matt Jones. So I'm more than grateful to be a part of this, and committee helping other people also benefit from this. So I'm gonna do a song called State of the World. Let's see here. Can y'all hear that okay?
Oh yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'm no Whitney Houston, but I got stuff to say. Most victims are not about to listen. I like that cause the shiesty politicians protest, but they don't get paid to listen. Hands up and it ain't our palms that glisten. Still overseas on blacks and native women. Still cracks in this vast acquisition. Corrupt leaders cause the people didn't pick them. Medical and food industry is sickening. Hey yo, where do I start? So intertwined, premeditated, ill-fated victims. This hierarchy is post-dated. Intentions evil, delivering speeches unbelievable. There ain't no good sequel, be victor or the beast will eat you. It's already ceased to be an engine to serve the people. Governmental, 2 words of the evil that men do. The fraudulent Babylon got our youngins on heroin. People lost in the forefront with barely foundation to stand on. Barricaded in worlds, enveloped in girls. No direction, insurrection, my kitchen stay curled. Fools running round like heads with soft torsos. Who satisfied with morsels? Remember what life taught you. Divided we're conquered, together we're not lost. What's the method for together? Well, it won't exceed the cost. Then that's for sure. Your fight should be my fight or mine yours. Tolerating on pause, get the verbs off pause. Get the verbs off pause. You tolerating on pause, get the verbs off pause. Get the verbs off pause. You tolerating on pause, get the verbs off pause. Yo, I want to say a special hello to all the new PMN members. Looking forward to hearing everybody sing and, spit their piece. And what else? Everybody out there, put your money where your revolution is. Because really, that's the only way this is going to work out. You know what I'm saying? Most victims are not a pot to piss in. I like that cause the shiesty politicians protest, but they don't get paid to listen. Hands up and it ain't our palms that glisten. Still open season on blacks and native women. Still cracks in this fast acquisition. Corrupt leaders cause the people didn't pick them. Medical and food industry is sickening. Babies crying, ripped from the arms of their moms. And poor dad, brown buckets, broken, worn, disappeared with no regards. Life already been hard, working for the man until you die on the job. Filthy, greedy slobs, not much change since Africa. They stole people, then added evil to formula. Created cheap labor, free, mad heat, slave labor. Evolved the mad beef in our street. So I need my peace on this beat, unique. I need my people healthy, brain, teeth, defeat. Medicare, health scare, seem like no one with wealth care about this brown melanation. Cards ain't dealt fair. There's too many humans whose food supply is too fair. And too many children, too many secrets to bear. Too many poor created cause the wealthy don't care. Too many doctors selling drugs, too much corporate welfare. Get them verbs off pause. You tolerating on pause? Get them verbs off pause. Get them verbs off pause. Tolerating on pause. Get them verbs off pause. Yeah, put your money where your revolution is.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Wait a minute. Take the verbs off pause.
That's right.
Okay.
Take the verbs off pause.
Good dog. I always knew you were an angel. You got Harriet Tubman sitting over your shoulder. All right. So I know you just came down from heaven, and thank you for blessing us with these words.
Thank y'all for having me. Thank y'all, and thank you. Love y'all so much.
Love you, sis. Okay, so I think we're gonna move to Lindsay, unless KEEM has come into the room. Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
No. With that, hey, Lindsay, y'all know Lindsay. Y'all see she look as fabulous as she sings.
Okay.
Is a New York City singer-songwriter with a flair for nostalgia, with her memorable mix of 70s style, urban folk rock, and conscious lyrics, and embraces songs of the heart and mind with her original music. She's a member of the PMN Steering Committee, and she's chair of the Matt Jones Technology Fund Committee. So, Sister Diva Lindsay, tell us what you thought of Sister Diva Jen Dog, who just went before you.
Let me tell again. I've heard Jen Dog's work, and she is actually in New York City. I mean, people know Jen Dog Lone Wolf, and her lyrics are always conscious and clear. You know exactly what she's saying, and you know how it touches the heart. And this sister is a very serious sister and very sensitive sister, and she respects the arts, and she respects her fellow artists, her brothers and sisters in the arts, and she's always a champion for us. And that, it just says a lot. I can listen to her work all the day long, because her work is needed in the community right now. We need to be encouraged by artists like Jen Dog Lone Wolf. So it's just my honor just to be around all of you tonight, celebrating the Matt Jones Technology Fund. And it's a blessing.
I say amen.
I'm going to go into a song I just wrote last week, actually, and it came off of a dream of me building a rowboat. So, that's what I'm saying. Building a rowboat, what could it possibly mean? But you have no idea. It means many things. So I'm going to share that with you. It's called Same Boat Now. Built myself a rowboat to get me to the other side. Then it occurred to me, I think I might want some company. So I called my brothers from another mother, called my sisters to come on board. Grab an oar and let's row together now, for we're all in the same boat now. Well, I think there's trouble in paradise. Heard some things about me that weren't quite nice, about how Lindsay's going against the grain. Seems like it's causing a lot of pain. So I begged my family, don't fear all the calamities past, surely it won't last. I'm grabbing some courage and learning to stand my ground, that's all. for we're all in the same boat now. Ooh, yeah, yeah, ooh. Oh, it is clear to see we're headed for rough waters, so let's set sail and hold tight before the night falls. The wind is strong and will carry us on to a land of hope and joy will cometh in the morning. Oh, in the morning, I built myself a rowboat to get me to the other side. Then it occurred to me I might have to be my own company. People saying, Lindsay, I'm gonna have to leave you be. This journey you're on is not for me, and I'm okay with it all, just as long as you do what's right for you. For we're all in the same boat now, and we'll have to stay afloat somehow. Yes, we're all in the same boat now. Ooh, all in the same boat now. Ooh, we're all in the same boat now. Mm-hmm.
Woo! Oh, okay. All right. It's going to be that way tonight, okay? It's going to be that way. It's going to take my breath away, all right? Just right here from the start. Thank you, Lindsay. Whoa, sister. That is so beautiful. Thank you so much. So, yeah, I'm gonna introduce our next performer who's going to have the opportunity to give you feedback, Sister Lindsay, on your work. And it's I hope it's going to be our lead sister, but I don't know. Next up is the Black Workers Center Chorus. The Black Workers Center Chorus was established in 2017 under the direction of the fabulous Lucy Murphy, a longtime social justice activist in the United States and the world. Okay? So, Black Workers Center Chorus, BWCC, recognizes the need to tell the story and the new stories of action and change through music, words, and harmonic voices. They're also our sister chorus in the DC Labor Chorus, and we love you and look forward to hearing what you got to say. Miss Lucy, you gonna be the spokesperson for the group, or are you gonna turn it to somebody?
Sometimes. Well, first of all, maybe we should all say our names.
Okay.
And make sure everybody's on camera.
All right.
Freedom Insuromaliel.
Hi, I'm Lorna Elias.
Hi, I'm Karen Wilson. I'm a Chefu.
Lucy Murphy.
Sandra Tapia.
Wyra Forster.
And we thought we would do a song that came out of some longtime members of People's Music Network, Solar Carol, which we learned from Bright Morning Star. Who has the first verse?
I do.
All right, launch into it.
See the sun, how bright it shines on the nations of the earth. All who share this thing called life celebrate each day's rebirth. Solar power, inexpensive energy. Solar power, inexpensive energy.
Sister winds, how sweet you sound, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the windmills in reply, echoing their glad refrains. Solar power, inexpensive energy. Solar
inexpensive energy. Brother River, do you hear how the valley calls you down? Send your rushing waters near, let we your hills resound. Solar power, inexpensive energy. Solar power, inexpensive energy. How we love complexity when the answer's rather plain. Join the sun in jubilee. Sing with us this joyous strain. Solar power, inexpensive energy. Solar power, inexpensive energy.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, come, all ye faithful, all who care for justice. Oh, come ye, oh, look ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold it under occupation. Oh, come, let's not ignore it. Oh, come, let's not ignore it. Oh, come, let's not ignore it. Tell the world. Sing, all ye people. Sing in indignation. Be with the citizens of Bethlehem. Sing out for justice, freedom from oppression. Oh, come, let's not ignore it. Oh, come, let's not ignore it. Oh, come, let's not ignore it. Tell the world.
Yes.
You think of the Middle East.
Okay.
And this is a song which Matt Jones, for which our tech fund, scholarship fund was named. It's a song he wrote called Palestine.
If you think of the Middle East in these modern times, you can't help but say the word Palestine. People there have lost their land, some have lost their homes. They live in other countries, their freedom almost gone. Palestine, Palestine needs her freedom, needs her freedom. Palestine, Palestine needs our love, needs our love. Palestine, Palestine needs her freedom, needs her freedom. Palestine, Palestine needs our love, needs our love.
There seems to be no answer that gives us the reason why people cannot live so that no one has to die. Take a stand for freedom, take a stand for truth, take a stand for justice.
Well,
that's what we've got to do. Oh, Palestine, Palestine needs her freedom, needs her freedom. Oh, Palestine, Palestine needs our love.
Needs our love.
Oh, Palestine.
Palestine.
Needs our her freedom.
Needs her freedom.
Palestine.
Palestine.
Needs our love.
Needs our love.
People there are rich.
Well,
People there are poor.
yes, they are. Come on.
Some have education.
Well.
So what are they fighting for?
Tell it now.
They're fighting for their freedom.
Yes.
Fighting for their land. Fighting for their children.
All right, now
Let's
let's
help them
Make a stand.
Palestine.
Palestine
Needs her freedom.
needs her freedom.
Palestine.
Palestine
Needs our love.
needs our love.
Palestine.
Palestine
Needs her freedom.
needs her freedom.
Palestine.
Palestine
Needs our love.
needs our love.
People of all countries. People of all countries. Of every race and creed. We need a new foundation.
Let us plant the seed. Plant the seed of love. And let that love seed grow. Plant the seed for everyone.
So all the world will know that Palestine,
Palestine
needs her freedom.
needs her freedom.
Palestine,
Palestine
needs our love.
needs our love.
Palestine,
Palestine
needs her freedom.
needs her freedom.
Palestine,
Palestine
needs our love.
needs our love.
Palestine,
Palestine
needs her freedom.
needs her freedom.
Palestine,
Palestine
needs our love.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are the Black Workers Center Chorus from Washington, D.C.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Every one of you. Okay? So, we got a little time, so I'm going to ask you to tell us a little bit more about the chorus, how you formed, and how people get in touch with you, and how do you, select what you do.
We are the voice of One DC, which one stands for Organizing Neighborhood Equity in Washington, D.C., which works for really affordable housing, not the so-called affordable housing, but the housing that working people can afford to live in, and job security and safety and job training that actually leads to real jobs. We bought a center on Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue, Southeast. And when we bought the building, I said, we need a chorus, because every black institution has to have a musical group.
That's right.
Foundation.
Yes, yes.
For the foundation.
Just like Fisk Institute or university had the Jubilee Singers,
Right.
who sang for Queen Victoria and a bunch of other folks in order to raise funds for education for black people. So we are raising voices and getting people to sing together to raise the issues of homes as a human right and education and health care and all the good things that people need, that human beings need to live.
All righty. Thank you, Lucy. Anybody else want to say anything before we move on?
We want to thank Lucy Murphy
for bringing us here.
for
Founding
being
mother.
such a rock
Absolutely.
For
Absolutely.
years now.
Yes.
You know, not telling your age or anything, but just
I'm
saying
really
for years
old.
now.
Lucy puts the organ organizer.
Yes, she does.
Yes, she does.
I know for a fact. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, sisters. So good to see you. And I know there's brothers in the chorus too. So we'll see them next time around. But thank you all very much. Let's hear it. Let me go hear it for you. All right.
Absolutely.
So don't go away though, because we're gonna come up with our next performer, who's now here. So I'm gonna ask him to do the little thing about y'all. So welcome, KEEM Kelly. KEEM is an international hip hop artist who lectures on creativity and culture at Trinity, Yale, and other New England colleges. He's performed around the world with everyone from Pulitzer Prize poets like Alice Walker to Grammy-winning MCs like Common. So please, KEEM, you there? I'm going to ask.
Yes, can you hear me?
All right. Yeah. I'm going to ask you to share a few words of positive and love and encouragement for the Black Worker Center chorus before you start.
That was amazing. I wish I could put it into words. I can't put it into words. I don't want to, like something is so, leaves you so speechless and you try to be like, blah, 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 blah. Try to put it into words. Get out of here with that. We can't put that in the word. If I was going to put it in the words, I'd just say encore. That's one word. That's the word, encore.
Okay.
We need to hear that more. We need to hear that on the radio. We need to hear that everywhere. We need to hear that in the schools. What you mean?
KEEM, you
know
gonna
what I'm
invite
saying?
us up to the Big Apple?
Yeah, well, I'm in Connecticut now, but I'll be glad to have you out here. It's cold.
I can't keep
Come to
up.
my next show.
Ale and all that.
I got a show in the hood on 12/21/21, and it would be great for y'all to pop up.
Oh, wow.
The hood will love you. I mean, you just took those messages and you made them relevant and powerful and not corny, so you just talked about what it really was supposed to be about. And that's the point of us being alive as artists. So we are all in debt to you for continuing to do that.
Thank you. Yes. All right. Here we go. We're gonna go eat.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm going up to my advanced settings, my computer audio. I'm putting on my stereo mix. I'm sharing.
I think you want to just share computer audio and not the screen. So you press stop share and then you press advanced.
Pardon me, technical
computer audio, and then I'll let you know if it's good.
All right, so I'm going to share screen, computer audio, share sound. I'm going to my share sound, y'all. Thank you. This is the struggle. Share sound, computer audio, stereo.
That's why it's a we thing. We work together.
No.
Oh, not quite. Okay, let's do it together. All right, so here it is. So you press share screen and then choose advanced.
Advanced.
Under advanced, press computer audio.
Computer audio.
Press the down arrow, stereo high fidelity.
Stereo.
And then press share. And now it works.
Oh,
beautifully done.
Yeah. I didn't press it. I must have moused over it. All right, y'all. With no further ado, I'd like to say what's up to everybody. And in the holiday season every day, this is how we say what's up. We say Habari Gani. So everybody could just say Habari Gani. That means what's up. But it's not like what's up, like, hey, you doing good? And you be like, yeah, I'm doing good when you're not doing good. This is a real what's up. Like you say what's up. And the reply is you reply with the principle for today. So you don't just be like, I'm good. You be like, Omoja, Kuti Chakalia. You reply with a principle that your mind is on. Y'all ready? Let's do it. Yeah. The brother Kaim, rap poet. Can you hear me? Happy Kwanzaa, y'all.
Yeah.
Peace. Yeah.
They liking us on Kwanzaa, we lighting the mushroom, that's right in the Kinara, highlighting the Zosaba, all place above Makeka. Habarigani saying what? Habarigani say, what's the principle today?
The first day to hold ya, act like somebody told ya. If you ain't got no army, don't call yourself no soldier. If you ain't got no fingers, ain't no fist, your hand could hold up, ain't got no keys, no point in rushing to that door. And your army is your nation, and your fingers are community. Your family and your race been right in front of your face. The keys to unity, the keys to unity, the keys to unity. Your family and your race been right in front of your face. The keys to unity.
They liking us on Kwanzaa, we lighting the mushroom, that's right in the Kinara, highlighting the Zosaba, all place above Makeka. Habarigani saying what? Habarigani say, what's the principle today?
The second day of Kwanzaa, Coochie Chocolate. Speak up for yourself, say who you wanna be. A creator created you in the image, so keep on creating with creative vision. Beginning with you, not what they define. It's a whole different view with a new frame of mind. I control what they drew with the same design. When I make up my mind to, I make it get mine. This my vocalization, till I'm definite, let them get patient. They could chat if they get tired of waiting, forget what they saying, cause I got my own inspiration. And yeah, I got my own inspiration, and you got your own inspiration, man. Forget what they saying. The secret to wealth is self-determination. Amen.
They liking us on Kwanzaa, we lighting the mushroom, that's right in the Kinara, highlighting the Zosaba, all place above Makeka. Habarigani saying what? Habarigani say, what's the principle today?
The third day's Ujima. See, we could mix mocha with Coochie Chocolate and be more than dreamers. Yeah, I'ma build with you, you will build with me. Something worthy of sustainability that turn me just from dreaming individually to owning something you and me can really see. Thanks to the roots of all of our divinity, we grow the family tree from just a little seed to all the branches with the fruit within the leaves. With collective work and responsibility. From my ancestors down to mini-me's, from my ancestors down to mini-me's, we grow the family tree from just a little seed with collective work and responsibility.
They liking us on Kwanzaa, we lighting the mushroom, that's right in the Kinara, highlighting the Zosaba, all place above Makeka. Habarigani saying what? Habarigani say, what's the principle today?
Day number 4 is drama. Remember how we put mocha and Coochie Chocolate together to get Ujima? Now let's take it farther. Whenever our people build something and profit, somebody else get it, so we gotta follow our collective work and responsibility with the ability to collect the profit. Although alone you can't get it together, we got it. Don't need a loan with the interest, we just need a chip in together to cop it. See what a co-op is? Now you're not on your own, nobody can stop us. When we cooperate, it's hard to co-op us. You buy my music, I hate you with cryptocurrency. So in the future we could keep it moving like we doing currently. Cooperative economics.
They liking us on Kwanzaa, we lighting the mushroom, that's right in the Kinara, highlighting the Zosaba, all place above Makeka. Habarigani saying what? Habarigani say, what's the principle today?
The 5th day is Leah, no conflicts tryna see ya. With Ujama from Ujima, cause our pathway is clear. Benefiting you is benefiting me, plus benefiting our community. To return all of our peace, to being the leaders who we used to be. From thinking that we came from slavery, to knowing that we made from bravery. We getting our children to listen, rebuilding tradition. Don't let them sit in front of television where they missing living, but they think they winning. Living on the shoulders of our elders' wisdom. When they getting nervous, let them get the vision. Don't forget the purpose, make a better difference.
They liking us on Kwanzaa, we lighting the mushroom, that's right in the Kinara, highlighting the Zosaba, all place above Makeka. Habarigani saying what? Habarigani say, what's the principle today?
On the 6th day, it's Kaumba. Clear the haters from the room, cause we creating, ain't no room to wait for later, make it sooner. Maybe they won't do it, but you could make a better way for the future. Separate the winners from losers. Got all this inspiration, I'ma use it, cause every stressing. Life is a testing, gets us asking questions, that's a blessing. Get up in the zone and show my expression. Way before they start to pay attention. They'll get it later, tune in the reception. Ain't no need to wait, just move in the direction of the future that's the skies in the present. With creativity, we'll make a really
They liking us on Kwanzaa, we lighting the mushroom. That's right in the Kinara, highlighting the Zosaba, all placeable Makeka. Habarigani saying what? Habarigani say, what's the principle today?
It's the 7th day, it's the last day, it's a money, baby, that's fake. On the first day, I ain't know how I would make it hit, but I had faith. That's belief in my people, my parents, my teachers. They win when we win, so they never gonna leave us, forever gonna lead us. Give us a purpose in creative ways. That's Kauba India. Somehow we'll find a way to cooperate in a more responsive way. Ujama Ujima, but don't need my people to believe in me. I know who I'ma be from Gucci Chakalia. When we apart, I keep them in mind and keep moving forward. When we behind, and when I get over, I bring them with me. Umo to the seed of the whole community.
To the key to the whole community.
That's Amani. That brings it all together. Moja, Uji Chakalia, Ujima,
and I bring them with me. I get over, I bring them with me. You move to the key to the whole community.
When I say Habari Ghani,
that's like saying, what's up?
You apply with the principle of the day.
Principle of the day.
Habari Ghani, it's like saying, what's up, yo?
So I just want y'all to think
what's
of one principle you heard when I say Habari Ghani. Just 1 to 7.
Happy Kwanzaa.
And you shout it out and put it in the chat.
They
right?
liking us on Kwanzaa, we lighting the mushroom. That's right in the Kinara, highlighting the Zosaba, all placeable Makeka. Habarigani saying what? Habarigani say, what's the principle today?
Thank you very much, y'all.
What's up? Okay, Lindsay, I'm turning it to you. You get to make the comment this time. Come on with
I have to stop dancing first.
Wait a minute.
Let me stop dancing.
Encore.
That was good to see you dancing.
That's what's up, my brother. That's what you see again. This is what we need. Music teaches.
Yes.
Music teaches us. Every child would be singing that song. You know that, right?
Hey, I'm gonna send y'all the link. I'm gonna send y'all the link. Let's get it to
that's
these
the kind.
kids.
That's the type of thing that
Put
needs
it in
to
the
go
chat.
into the elementary school.
Okay.
Yes, because we need to know about Kwanzaa. We need to learn, and there's nothing more fun than learning it through song.
Absolutely.
So thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the highest compliment, because that's really the goal. It's like, if you could make people pay attention to something, it should be worth paying attention to. So you letting me know I'll pick the right words to put on that. You know?
All right. Thank you. All righty. So, Lindsay, I understand our special guest is here. So if you would introduce her.
Oh, yes. This Shelly Jones is the wife of Matt Jones, to which the grant is named after. And I had a lovely conversation with Shelly. We met during Winter Conversions, a PMN event, and she's lovely. And she was Matt Jones' other half. And so she knew him well and knew all of his intentions, which was for the community and for the people. So I thought it would be a good idea for her to say a few words now that she's been introduced to the Matt Jones Technology Fund, and just try to understand what would Matt Jones feel about this fund now. Turn it over to you. Thank you for joining us, Shelly. And you can unmute yourself when you're ready.
Okay, unmuted I am. Okay. Hello, everyone, and thank you. It is an honor to be here, and you are all so beautiful. Every person that I've heard so far has been just so beautiful. And I think what Matt Jones would say, if he were here, he'd say, keep on keeping on. Don't stop, you know, keep doing what you're doing, you know. And actually, when Lucy Murphy was a pretty young, very young woman. He was an older person who was a mentor to her. And now she is taking the baton and mentoring all those other people, other singers. She's getting people to sing about justice. And I think that Matt would say, thank you, just keeping the legacy of singing for justice going on. Thank you, PMN. So I love you all, and thank you so much for having me, and contribute to the fund. That's what he would say. Everybody contribute to the fund, and keep this fund growing, because obviously everybody is doing such beautiful work, and we all this needs to be nurtured. So let's get that fund. Let's make it grow.
Thank you so much, Shelly.
Yeah.
Thank you. Back to you, Elise.
Yes, thank you, Shelly. Peace and blessings to you, sister. All righty. And speaking of sisters, our sister coming up next, Sister Diva, who I got to meet just yesterday. We got to chat a little bit with the marvelous Mariam. Is a talented New York City spoken word artist that writes powerfully prolific poetry reflecting the ever-changing world about her. And she is reflective of this generation. I came to realize is that for this generation, spoken word, hip-hop is the folk music, right? That's how the message will come. That's how the story is told. So marvelous, Mariam. You're on. Thank you, sister. If you want to speak about our who was on before you, that's fine. You can talk about KEEM or you can talk about Shelly, whatever you want. What did you appreciate about what you heard, sister?
What I appreciate is that I just can't stop dancing, and what most people said, I was enjoying it too. I really liked it.
Got to get the groove on.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
I'm not even a dancer. Okay. This is called Piece of Peace. Peace is when we love and do not hate. Peace is the nighttime turning into day. Peace is being faithful even when it feels late. Peace is staying calm each and every day. Peace looks like the sun setting in the ocean. Peace looks like living instead of resting in it. Peace looks like stillness in the middle of commotion. Peace looks like war. No, that's certainly not it. Feeling warm in the cold, that's called peace. Seeing success amongst failure, that is called peace. Smiling, not frowning, that's called peace. Staying still and in confusion moves around about it is called peace. Peaceful, progressive, and positive people eventually remain calm and comfortable in chaos, accepting the world with all its good and its bad, committed to caring and representing peace. Everyone should learn it eventually. Let's take a moment to breathe in and breathe out for a while. Clear your mind and generate a smile. Breathe in, breathe out. Please do it with me. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel nothing but free. Let all your troubles and stress run down the line. Breathe in, breathe out. You will be just fine. And remember all that I've said, piece by piece. That's it.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, sister. Okay. Peace. Now you understand what you just did, right?
What did I do?
When you have us breathe together, our hearts synchronize together. So that time we're taking that breath with you, our hearts are beating at the same pace. That's the power of song. That's the power of chanting. That's the power of praying together. As we breathe together, our hearts synchronize as one. You made us one right here. Peace, sister. Thank you. Oh, I just went all off. Wait a minute. So hang on, sister, because you got to do the next thing for the next person who's coming up. And that would be Vern MacArthur. Yes. Okay. Our next artist up is Vern MacArthur. Vern is a song leader, a longtime member of the People's Music Network, and treasurer of the Chess Angels Promotions. Okay. First, there's Jen Dog with the Angels on here, and now we got the Chess Angels Promotion. Vern, I hope you tell us a little bit about it, but before you do that, tell us about how you felt, how you received what Marvelous Mariam had to say. You're on mute, brother. You gotta unmute.
Oh.
There you go.
Gotta wait for the permission to unmute.
Yes, you have permission.
Yeah. No, I loved it. I loved the simplicity, direct statement of peace and the closing with the breathing in. And as you say, it synchronizes our hearts, which are already doing pretty good together after the stuff we've heard so far. And so thank you very much, Mariam.
Thank you, too.
Actually, I had Candia Pink coming up next because we were going to kind of join in together to say a little something about Chess Angels promotion.
I hear you, but she's not here.
Yeah,
She's actually is, believe it or not. I think she might be on her phone.
Did I miss that chat? I must have missed that in the chat. How did I miss that?
Oh, I didn't tell you. Anyway, Candia, do you want to say hello? Hey, Candia. Do you want to tell?
Yeah, it wasn't letting me unmute myself. Sorry. Hello, good evening, everyone. Many blessings to us all. Chess Angels Promotion I'm the vice president of Chess Angels Promotion, and I'm so happy that Vern is here on there as well. We just did, for the first time, our very first Kwanzaa workshop with the youth today, and we just finished it. So, and we got to finish it tomorrow. We did the first 4 principles, and it was a great turnout. And I'm very excited about getting our youth involved. I'm a little unprepared, Vern, but I have a lot of surroundings around me, so I won't be able to perform.
Oh, okay. Another time. Yeah, well, and Mark is here too, Mark Johnson, who the 3 of us, along with some of you know Tavar, who has been at a couple of PMN gatherings. He's not involved anymore, but we all started this together, trying to create, it's called Chess Angels Promotion, trying to create space for people, especially young people, to have their art voice speak out to the community in ways that build community and build and help the development of young people as well. So we've done a number of kind of open mics. And
Vern, I'm sorry to interrupt for a moment. Can you turn up your volume a little bit? It's a little, you're a little lower than.
How is this better?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit better.
That's
this
better. That's better.
Oh, okay.
That works.
I thought I passed the sound check with flying colors, but problem. Yeah, when we say the arts, we're talking about dance, spoken words, singing, painting, all the arts, and we've had just wonderful participation from both young people and adults and groups. Had a drum and dance corps come up from Hartford, and have been with Mark especially and Candia have been doing chill and paint with young people during the pandemic as a way to develop their art ability and to learn about and express things from the cultural history, especially of the African American community. So I will let Mark say more about this when he comes on. I just want to say that what I've gotten out of this is I believe that the fundamental spirit of the arts is love. And though arts can speak truth to power and can rally people into protest, at the fundamental base, it's building love through deeper spiritual connection. So I want to sing a song for you. I kind of stole the chorus and the tune from another song that was done by Brother Sun, written by Pat Wichter, called Love is the Water That Wears Down the Rock. And I wrote the verses to speak to this broader kind of love. And it goes like this. Love is the water that wears down the rock. Love is the water that wears down the rock. Love is the power that won't be stopped. Love is the water that wears down the rock. You say you're feeling hopeless and don't understand all the hatred and division sweeping through this land. You only see a barrier that can't be crossed. Well, let me tell you something about love and the rock, 'cause love is the water that wears down the rock. Love is the water that wears down the rock. Love is a power that won't be stopped. Love is the water that wears down the rock. There's a power even greater than right or wrong, a spirit that can enter through beauty or song. It opens the heart and quiets the mind so we can face each other in ways that are kind, 'cause love is the water that wears down the rock. Love is the water that wears down the rock. Love is the power that won't be stopped. Love is the water that wears down the rock. Love is the water that wears down the rock. Love is the water that wears down the rock. Thank you.
Yeah, Vern. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, Richard, you're up next. I guess, since you're part of this team, and I understand that you're a poet and an artist, and also a leader of the Chess Angels Productions. And Richard, if you want to say a few words about your brother Vern and what he just shared with us, feel free, please. Richard Johnson, you have permission to unmute, brother. There you go.
Thank you, Vern. Man. Thank you guys for having me here, first of all. And Vern, you performed that song a couple of times. I've heard it, and I dance to it every time. I love that song. Love is the water that wears down the rock, man. Yeah. And a great introduction with the, the art is love. I love that as well, man. So, a little bit about Chess Angels. I'll say Vern really, pretty much hit everything on the hay, but Chess Angels Promotions, the actual name is a acronym for Cultural Heritage Establishing Sustainable Societies. Yeah, I'll probably try to write it down later. Say it again. Cultural Heritage Establishing Sustainable Societies, Aggressively Navigating Generations Evolving Leaders. We really look out for the youth, and we really want to give them a platform to express their creativity, whether that's through art, song, or poetry, or whatever, because that's what we need. And creativity seems to get lost sometimes, and that's the thing that really a lot of the people in our community thrive on. So we're here for that all day. One of the poems I got here, I'm gonna read, is called The Alchemist. I think it's kind of fitting. There's been a lot of things going on, and one of the things I like to write about is I try to transform a lot of emotions into words to get that out and to teach youth that you can do that. So this is called The Alchemist, and I'll just read it. It fires my passion then fear must surely be the water threatening to drown out my fire. And it may. But I am not defeated. This fear that is mine is that of water. And water cannot drown itself, so I become it. I am any element needed to fulfill my purpose. I woke up on the edge of the ravine. It was green with trees and beautiful. It was 50 feet high. And I looked down and I knew exactly what to do. And I jumped. That's it.
Yes. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. Okay, the alchemist is in the house. All righty. So thank you, Richard. Now, Kandia, did you want to say, I know, because I know it says song leader under your name, and did you want to like take a moment and lead us in something real quick, or you really, is it too much of a course?
Did you have any particular song in mind?
For whatever fits what Richard just said.
I know. It's good. I mean, wow. He never ceased to amaze me when he comes up with. I don't know why I didn't get like firsthand. They listen to this first, but it's all right though. We'll talk later. But,
yes.
But I do appreciate. When I tell you that it was really been a wild day, and I know all songs. Like this is the reason why I appreciate like songs like the answers and the ants blowing in the wind. Mm-hmm. That one, but I don't have the words in front of me because I would love to have sung that song. Or Ella Baker's. I was telling somebody that somebody named Betty Agan, who even put me on as a community organizer. She was the one that I was the youth and I was carrying her while she held the light, because that's what Ella said, right? That was one of her lyrics, you know. And she said, "You gonna make me cry, girl?" She said that today. I said, so much pressure was going on, but I know what the reason is for. So as soon as this pressure released, it feels good because I know that I put a stamp somewhere to make sure that our children know what we're going through and that they know how to fight and they're being prepared. And we're also giving each other, one another support too. So I do appreciate, I'm used to saying chants like when we fight, we win, you know, stand strong all the time, you know. So I do apologize. I really wanted to sing so badly.
Apologize, sister. You don't need to apologize.
I really did.
You're here. That's all we need. That's all we need.
But just to say this, the one line is saying, how many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? And how many seas must that rider sail before she could sleep in the sand? How many times must that cannonball be fired before it's forever banned? Oh, let me tell you that the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing. It's blowing. It's blowing. The answer is blowing in the wind. It really touched me.
Yes, yes. Ashe, Ashe-o, Ashe, Ashe-o, Ashe. Thank you, sister.
Peace.
Oh yeah, peace. The answer. The answer.
Peace.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Many blessings.
All righty, sister. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, up next is Basic. Basic is a New York City. We got a lot of New York up in here, y'all. Bass guitarist, producer and composer, and teaching artist who has toured both nationally and internationally. Basic proudly acted as a U.S. music ambassador in the 2010 Jazz at Lincoln Center, Rhythm Road, American Music. A broad program as a member of the Brooklyn-based hip-hop band, The Low Frequency. Basic.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
What it shall be, what it was.
What it was, what it is. What time is it?
You're on, Basic. And I want you to say what you want to say about Sister Kadia before you go on. Just a little share it there, and then thank you.
Well, first of all, thank you for allowing me to be part of this. And y'all just giving me fevers and all that stuff. I don't even know what to say at this point. Thank you so much, man. I mean, y'all give me some. I might have to go and play after this now. Shoot.
All right.
But,
all right.
So we're going to make sure the setup is cool. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can. We can hear you just fine.
Cool. Just want to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is going to be a short piece. My name is Basic, and my theme in life, one of my themes in life, is come back to basics. Now, we're going through a crazy time, just a little lulu. And I think about the kids out there, the 6-year-olds, the 5-year-olds who don't know how it is to walk around without a mask. I'm thinking about the economy right now. We're kind of in dire straits. And we're supposed to be so intelligent with all these cell phones, these smartphones. It's like we get these smartphones and we get dumber. And we don't realize this. And I remember this from a movie from the 90s, Why Come? And the child was corrected and said, how come? But my little commentary is just basically, why come? Because even though that's not grammatically correct, the answer seems to be is far-fetched and the situation is stupid. That's my words for it. So give me a second, and I'll be with you in a sec.
Thank you, Basic. I think we got the basics, and we're about ready to do it. Here you go.
How I come. How I come. Do we kill each other just for color? How I come. How I come. Can we just love each other? How I come. I don't pretend I have an answer. Maybe you do. Just do me a favor. How I come. How I come. Very simple, very basic, nothing spectacular. I just want you to think how I come and what can we do to make these changes. Thank you.
Hey, it works, sis. Okay, thank you very much. Ooh, yeah, I want more. I do. Okay, as KEEM said, there's one word, encore. But we're gonna get to that later. We're gonna see you again, right, sis? Right. You're going. Okay, thank you very much. And please hang around because we're gonna get our next performer, Tyrief Shakeif. Thank you, Tyrief Shakeif. Thank you. I'll say it again. Tyrief Shakeif is a brother, oh yeah, with a story to tell about the ways of this interesting world of ours. He has an ear to hear, and we're gonna listen up right now. But before you start, Tyrief, I want you to say a bit about Sister Basic before you go.
Just the basic peace, Queen. Peace, everybody. Peace, love, and power, everybody. How y'all doing? Can y'all hear me? Y'all hear me clear?
We got you.
All right. Peace, peace, peace. I couldn't really hear I couldn't really hear the bass, but I appreciate your message. Appreciate your message, and artists from an artist to another artist. Keep doing what you do, Queen. Peace.
Thank you, brother.
All right.
All righty, you on.
My name is Tyrief Shakeif. I'm an artist as well as an entrepreneur. I thought I would show y'all this. I got this yesterday. It's a certificate of completion for it says for completing the entrepreneurship blueprint program, which I'm at the AMP program, start a program called the Art of Recovery Entertainment, where I'm trying to do an outreach for people struggling with drug addiction, mental health, and abroad. I write poetry. I'm an engineer, and I'm grateful to be a part of this right here. This has been real serene and feeling like this is like this. Y'all just started my holidays. Like I'm like, oh, I'm in here like, well, I'm all over the place. I got all kinds of feelings right now. But I got two pieces I would like to do. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to hear this one too clear, but I've seen people using their music. So I have a song that's recorded called The Recovery Room, and I dedicate this to people that struggle with addiction. I once was struggling with addiction, and I cleaned up my act, and I let my Lord I reached to the Lord, and He heard my cries, and I thank God that He found me worthy enough to be saved and redeemed from the struggle. We all dealing with we're going through some prevalent times right now in the world, and it's like you got to lean on to that unchanging hand. And I thank God that He found me worthy to preserve my soul. So it's a duty for me now to reach back. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's wounded soldiers out there. So, it's a battlefield out there. And I want to create something, an avenue and a movement to reach back for our brothers and sisters. Sometimes people just need an ear. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just don't have no outlets to cry out, no shoulders to cry upon. And I'll try to do this through music. That's why I titled my movement, The Art of Recovery Entertainment, where I want to go into the rehabs and the homeless shelters and teach people creativity, the art of expression. Pressure bust pipes, but on the flip side, pressure crush dirt into diamonds. You know what I'm saying? And I just want everybody to keep shining. So this first piece I'm gonna let y'all hear. I think I'm gonna play this one right here. It's the recovery. It's called The Recovery Room. I hope y'all can hear it clearly.
Yes.
Y'all hear it clear?
It's coming.
You never look down on the man unless I can give a helping hand. That's the plan. I never look down on the man. I never look down on the man. Listen, if you're struggling with drugs and addiction, hold up and listen for a minute. Pay attention. If you're struggling with alcohol abuse, there's a few things I think you should do to make it through. Let's take it to the recovery room. Let's take it to the recovery room. The recovery room. Let's take it to a recovery room. Let's take it to the recovery room. The recovery room. You should make a meeting every day. Yeah, you should make a meeting every day. Make a meeting every day. Yeah, you should make a meeting every day. Yeah, you should make a meeting every day. Make a meeting every day. Let's take it to the recovery room. Let's take it to the recovery room. The recovery room. Let's take it to a recovery room. Let's take it to the recovery room. Look here. If you're powerless to drugs and beer, it's something that you need to beware. See, it might take years to overcome the urge and fear, but you will if you really do care. You hear? First of all, brace yourself, swallow your pride and get some help. You ain't by yourself. Only you can do this, nobody else. So once again, baby, go get help. You ain't by yourself. Please believe I done been there before. Strung out to the point I forgot about God. Like life wasn't right and some of life was hard. The devil's a lie. Crook, thief, murderer, spy. You wait till you spiritually sleep and attack your mind. The ways of sin is death. Satan wants you to die. No, not I. I want you to open your eyes. See the bigger picture. Talk to that man in the mirror. This is for my brothers and sisters crossing that river. Put down the dope, the coke, the pills, the liquor. I'm sure you know that road will kill you quicker. Take your finger off the suicide trigger. See all you gotta do. Let's take it to a recovery room. Let's take it to the recovery room. The recovery. Let's take it to the recovery room. Let's take it to the recovery room. The recovery. Yeah, you should make a meeting every day. Yeah, you should make a meeting every day. Make a meeting every day. Yeah, you should make a meeting every day. Yeah, you should make a meeting every day. Make a meeting every day. They take it to the recovery room. They take it to the recovery room. The recovery. They take it to the recovery room. They take it to the recovery room. Listen, you know the clouds don't rain forever. Yeah, the sun gonna shine, and believe me, the pain get better. All you gotta do is get out the dark. There's a rehab on 128th Street, the corner of Park, ARC, but most people call it the art. Go ahead to get a brand new start, and that's from the heart. Keep your head up high. We gon' make it, we gon' survive. If this take us all alive, we gon' make it, we gon' get by. So keep your head up high. We gon' make it, we gon' survive. If this takes us all alive, we gon' make it, we gon' make it, we gon' make it, we gon' survive. All you gotta do is take it to a recovery room. Just take it to the recovery room, the recovery room. Peace.
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 Ooh. Take it to the recovery room.
The recovery room, a lot of people need to just take it, not just with alcohol and drinking drugs, bad behaviors, temperaments, eating habits, you know what I'm saying? It's the way the world is spinning right now. Matter of fact, I want to do this next piece. I call it "The World is Spinning Out of Control." I said, see, people starving in America sleeping. You know, it's hard to believe it. And yeah, the government, we under won't feed them. You wonder why? You see, man hunger won't overcome the greed of the demons. We better recognize these signs and read them as genocide. They're building prisons in America, like trap them and keep them. Killing my brothers, no love for mothers, the kids is misleading. Repercussions and consequences, the world is taking a beating. 360 degrees, when it started with Moses had trouble leading. The brothers across the seasons do the history on, and the slave ships, they just a memory gone, I'm mentally torn. Yo, at the same time, I'm still spiritually strong. See, I refuse to be physically warm. We fought for too long. Now my little sisters, they stripping down to their thongs, showing their ass because of hip hop songs. Something is wrong, and I swear. Your Martin King dream turned to a nightmare. So we can't, they got us going to war for welfare. I see this from a bird eye view. If like we were in my God, the wide hell, Satan people in charge, this human race is repeatedly scarred. But should I say we in the last phase of Revelations? You better pray today, because we might not see tomorrow. Because the world is spinning out of control, this whole globe. It ready shake, rattle, and roll, we all know. What's new used to be old, we headed for destruction. This whole world's corrupted. Police continuing to gun down black unarmed men just to get acquitted in 6 months and do it again. The court system unjust, public defenders don't win. We in a state of emergency. See, the world needs surgery. And I can't trust the next man because the next man will murder me. What? Over a few bucks, some shit out of luck. I witnessed news that said another black dude bit the dust. But we so used to this foolishness, evolving this stupid shit, nobody gives a damn anymore. They probably never did. But why they let a priest get away they prey on little kids? You see, I can't trust the government. Don't know how to trust the presidents. Who the hell is spinning this? Wait, America, this is the home of the braves. Before that, they were the land of the slaves. So I put it in a nutshell. So I pray and say, you know, the world is spinning out of control, the whole globe. It rather shake, rattle, and roll, we all know. They say life what you make it. You can fix it or break it. You can love it or hate it, face it or live it, and patient. See me? I've been patiently waiting. Now my patience is fading. All I got is a pencil and these thoughts in my mental. It's not coincidental patterns and drama we've been through. This life begins on paper, ink from the pen is my savior. Don't get me twisted. God, the reason I'm gifted, he gracious. You see my neck? Yeah, I gamble with death. I've opened up doors when they're not. I walked around corners on purpose. Some type of nerves do I got. You see, my family fear me. The spoon they feed me with long as that block. No, it's not music, family. As long as that block. But that's motivation to pop. Sometimes that's all that I got. Some days I'm hugging it close, some days I'm letting it go. Find me a reason to love it, family. I'm telling you no. And it's lifetime here when you lock and you load, fam. You gotta switch lanes, master the road, fam. We gotta handle the curve, the swerve, fam, because that goddamn devil, he want what we owe, fam. But fam, why should we give him our souls? There's dreams we need to fulfill, family. If it takes you every day of your life, let's just make yesterday better for the day and pray tomorrow's right. If we should lose while we fighting these fights, then it was written. If we play our position, we'll get our stripes in life. Sometimes futures fall down in mid-flight. But as the world turn, we live and learn. Don't forget to pray every night. Even the clouds know the sunshine bright. So from this moment on, no matter what's going on, let's stay focused, keep your dreams in sight. It takes your dream to ignite. Peace, love, and power. Boom. Tyrief Shakeif.
It's finished.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you very much. Whoo! my soul is full.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much. So you hang on, because coming up next is Ben Grosscup and Dilson Hernandez.
Yes, ma'am.
And y'all know Ben Grosscup.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Hang on. So y'all know Ben. He's been the voice of God tonight. Y'all can and whatnot. He took us into the world of Zoom. And in 2020, when we were floundering, going, well, how are we going to do this? Ben stepped forward and said, let me help y'all with this. Great name of Arts Exchange. We thank you. And Dilson Hernandez, again, the first time I heard Dilson, I was just like, oh my God, one of my children that I never had. It's been born again. I feel that way about both Ben and Dilson. And now we have a video from them and a poetry musical duo that brings a powerful, conscious word of caution to all that listen with their newly released single, No More Sacrifice Zone. Ben is the executive director of the People's Music Network. Dilson is a member of the PMN. They're both members of the Next Generation Committee for the Great Labor Arts Exchange. And of course, the Matt Jones Technology Fund. So maybe y'all could tell us a little bit more, because I know people who may just tuned in, about the Matt Jones Technology Fund.
Real quick before you, just to give flowers to Tyrief.
Oh yes, thank you, Dilson.
That was great, man. That was really good. I think both pieces, you just lyrically were just on another level there. You know what I mean? And the reason why I love spoken word so much is, especially when rappers do, is that you get to see how you get to see their genuine voice and their like rawness, and it's so stripped back, right? You definitely gave us that, and you wasn't tied down to this beat, right? There was no grid. You were there, but even when you were tied down to the beat, to that first song, you were just flowing, still cruising, and you took us on this cool journey. So, peace to you, man. That was great.
Peace. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and if I can just add a word to that, I mean, I was totally taken in by both pieces. I think the first one, I was like, oh my gosh, the rhythm is so synced up with the meaning of the words, like the recovery room. I was like totally grooving on the rhythm, but I'm like, I could see how that would be like the place to go, if you needed it, but but yeah, no, I mean, you really like made us kind of interested in the recovery room, like, but with that rhythm, I feel. So thank you, Tyrief.
Salute. Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me. Peace.
Yeah. So I think before we introduce this piece that is a piece that Dilson and I created, I just want to say thank you so much to Elise Bryant for emceeing tonight. Elise, you've been totally amazing. Wonderful to work with. I want to thank all the members of the Matt Jones Technology Fund Committee. I'm just going to bring them on screen here because they're all here. So we got Lindsay, we've got Jen Dog, Lindsay, who's of course the chair of the committee if Jen Dog wants to start her video. Who else do we got here?
Is Erland in the house? Is
Erland in the house? No, but I mean, we have this collective process going on where the People's Music Network like hosts this fund, right? And we started it with some grant money a little while ago. It used to be called the Matt Jones Scholarship Fund, and the idea of it was that it was providing scholarships for members of color of the People's Music Network to attend our in-person gatherings. Now, the truth is we haven't had an in-person gathering since January 2020. So, as we were working together to create these kinds of events, one of the things that kept coming up, and I'm bringing Jen Dog on to this stage, was the physical limitations of technology. I mean, having a nice microphone changes the way that you can sound. And you've heard a lot of that tonight. So there's also a lot of knowledge that's involved. And it's not just the money, it's actually like, how does it work? How do we actually use this technology to get important messages like the one that Tyrief just shared with us? So what we're existing for is to actually try to address that problem in some way. Now, there's certain problems that we might not address. Like, for instance, I always talk in sound checks with people, your internet connection is very important, because if it's not fast, we're not going to be able to hear you very well. Now, that's partly political too, because the corporations that control the internet didn't design it for the benefit of the people in mind. So like, either you have to pay a lot, or you pay a lot sometimes for really bad service too, and because it's not a public utility, it's held by the private corporations. So, but anyway, we do the best we can with the tools that we have, because we exist for a purpose, and that purpose is to inspire the world through our music, through our craft. So that's what I have to say about that. I'm just going to pop it into the chat again. It's pinned to the live streams, the bit.ly/PMN_donate. That will bring you to the PayPal page. And a lot of people have already contributed. It was really great. I'm sure we've passed at least, $500, if not more. I hadn't had a chance to check yet, but we're doing really well. Thank you, everybody. So I'm gonna bring it down to the two of us, and we're gonna actually show you a piece that has never been shown before. This is a piece called "No More Sacrifice Zones." Dilson and I wrote it together. Dilson, what do you want to say about this piece?
It's great. That's it. Well, it is. It's
Yes.
pretty cool. I first heard Ben perform "No More Sacrifice." I'm not even sure when, actually, but I've heard it many times, and it's been a favorite of mine, of his musical catalog and stuff. So I kind of forgot again how the conversation even happened, but
I remember it was the PMN Summer Gathering in June 2018, and you and I were just hanging out, and we both knew that we were going to be on the stage together at the People's Voice Cafe in New York City.
Oh yeah,
we had a show, like it was the Dilson and Ben show, and we had never performed together before. And it was your idea. Well, Dilson, you were the one who said to me, hey, what if we did a collaborative piece? And I was like, what the hell? I don't know how to collaborate with people. I'm just a solo singer-songwriter. I just do my own thing. But then you kind of insisted, and I was like, well, maybe something could happen here. But then you blew me away with what you actually came up with.
And that was the perfect song to do it to, because there was so many, there's different themes and different locations and different, so different places for me to come in and just do my spoken word bit. So perfect song for it, really.
Well, this is the big wind up for the piece here. So No More Sacrifice Zones. Should we play it?
Do it.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to mute everybody. And here we go.
The army closed you in as they drove you from the plains. They're turning your homeland to a sacrifice zone. The company took the uranium, just the fallout remains. They're turning your homeland to a sacrifice zone, where your story's been forgotten. We will make Pine Ridge, you are not alone. Your homeland has been desecrated, the next could be our own. No more sacrifice zones, no more sacrifice zones.
Your people were slaughtered by the likes of Uncle Sam. Draining the lifeblood from sacred land, they took precious lives just to expand the frontiers of this nation. Turning a proud people into surplus population, they displaced you from your homes, forced you onto reservations. They signed treaties of trust and peace just so they can break them. So I pray for men, women, and children living in colonized communities stifled with addiction. So we say no more shall you be displaced from your homes, no more sacrifice zones.
The state makes voting obsolete through emergency decrees. They're turning your city to a sacrifice zone. The cops occupy your street to bring you to your knees. They're turning your city to a sacrifice zone where your story's been forgotten. We will make it known. Ferguson, you are not alone. Your city has been subjugated, the next could be our own. No more sacrifice zones, no more sacrifice zones.
Too many names to even mention in this song. As the boys in blue segregate color with every life that is gone, the violence goes on. The patrolling is rapid as mothers of black boys shed tears like cascading flowers on their sons' caskets, but their spirits are everlasting. In these movements to tip the scale of Lady Justice's unbalanced juggle, they are catalysts of this struggle, so we huddle and protest against these racist dogs. Light a candle. We light a candle at their vigil, but their spirit still lives on. No more shall black teens fall victim to a policeman's chrome. No more sacrifice zones.
Coal men blew the mountain, killing everything nearby. They're turning your region to a sacrifice zone. The state refuses to help your people as you watch them die. They're turning your region to a sacrifice zone where your story's been forgotten. We will make it known. Appalachia, you are not alone. Your region has been desolated, the next could be our own. No more sacrifice zones, no more sacrifice zones.
Maybe the climate's already broke from the endless fires that the black coal stokes. The rich, they laugh. They think it's a joke, but it ain't so funny when you see a child whose asthma was spawned from the violent choke of dust and smoke, tasting disease on the tips of their tongues as the sky cries from the darkened clouds as black as their lungs. No assistance to working class neighborhoods that are poverty stricken. They don't listen to the cries of innocent children. No more shall they profit when the mountaintop's blown? No more sacrifice zones.
The profiteers will cut you down if you're in their way. They're turning your country to a sacrifice zone. The bombs that kill your children came from the USA. They're turning your country to a sacrifice zone where your story's been forgotten. We will make it known. Yemen, you are not alone. Your country has been decimated. The next could be our own. No more sacrifice zones. No more sacrifice zones.
How many more lives will we sacrifice in the Middle East? How many more wars will we perpetuate? Flying drones, sending innocent children to heaven's gate. Civilians die with every bomb that detonates. We have gangsters in our government, spending billions on guns. All these presidents with blood on their hands, from Obama to Trump. First, famine and cholera came. Then the COVID pandemic. The warmongers get plenty of bread. The sickness is systemic. Lives pointlessly lost. Poverty skyrockets. What's government for besides lining killers' pockets? So no more shall wars cause profits to grow. No more sacrifice zones.
Where your story's been forgotten, we will make it known. Pine Ridge, Ferguson, Appalachia, Yemen, Immokalee, Flint, Michigan, Northern Alberta, Camden, Standing Rock, Navajo, Palestine, and Puerto Rico. We stand with you, you are not alone. Your lands and lives were sacrificed, the next will be our own. No more sacrifice zones, no more sacrifice zones, no more sacrifice zones, no more sacrifice zone.
Yeah. Whoa! That's a way to end the concert. Thank you. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Dilson. Thank you. Thank you to everybody. Thank you, Jen Dog. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, the Black Workers Center Chorus. Thank you, Basic. Thank you, KEEM. Thank you, Mariam. Thank you, Vern. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Kendia. Thank you, Tyrief. Did I miss anybody? Okay, I just want to end with this thought. In the honor and in the spirit of Matt Jones, we say to Miss Lady Liberty, get the verbs off the pause. All in the same boat now, because we're working with solar power. We didn't come here just to ignite. We're going to tell the world to free Palestine. Habari Ghani, what's up to the keys to unity? Peace of peace, peaceful progress, people. Love is the water that wears down the rock, the alchemist. The answer is blowing in the wind. Why come? Never look down on the man. Take it to the recovery room, because there's no more sacrifice zone.
Yes. Talk about it indeed. Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, that was great.
Oh, spoken word right there, at least. Come on.
Y'all inspired me. What can I say?
Okay, you said
I'm
it.
grateful.
Lindsay, do you have any final words you want to say?
I'm so glad we had this time.
Just to have a laugh.
That's laughter, it's joy. I'm so happy to see my brothers and sisters doing their work and getting it out there. It needs to be heard. I'm so honored to be amongst all of you. This is a tribe. This is a team. We're going out here and we're doing the good work. And don't let it be forgotten. All of us. We're artists. We're creatives. This is what we do. We are the town criers of our time. We are going out here and we're telling the story of what's going on for people who have no idea. And we're doing it through song, through spoken word. It's important. Matt Jones was one of us. He understands what this is. So let us continue to do the good work. I'm just so proud of everyone. I don't know what to do. I'm emotional and it's okay.
And will you turn your video on there? Yeah, and Lindsay, of course, did harmony vocals on that recording, No More Sacrifice Zones. Just wanted to give her proper recognition for that. We put you in the credit page.
It's a great, thank you. That was kind, but that's a great song. It stands, it speaks volumes and it stands on its own. More work out there, Ben. You got to do it.
Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna Dilson and I are submitting that song to a song contest later this month, and we're just putting the finishing touches on that video because I think there's a few little tweaks we can make still. So anyway, I got my.
Can I say something about Elise also?
Please do.
Consistent, always. I've seen you in many of these song swaps and these concerts. You are a joy. You're an absolute joy, and you bring your love every time. People leave these concerts better than when they came in because of you and what you bring to us. And I just, every time. So I wanted to say thank you so much. It's an honor to also walk alongside you in this.
Thank you, sis.
Thank you.
Friends, I think I'm going to end the live stream there. Think about joining the People's Music Network if you're not already a member, peoplesmusic.org. We've got Songs of the Spirit is coming up this coming Sunday. You go to peoplesmusic.org and you can sign up for that. That's a cool event coming up later this weekend. So read about that online. But I'm going to go ahead and stop the live stream. Thank you, everybody who contributed and made this possible.
Shelly, thank you so much. Shelly Jones, thank you for being here with us.
Yes. Thank you, Shelly. Well, friends, good night. And if you're on Zoom and you want to hang out a little bit longer, we'll just kind of like talk amongst ourselves. Some of us, again, are working together for the first time. And so this is a little opportunity for us to learn more about each other. With that, good night, YouTube and Facebook folks. And feel free to come in the Zoom room